Probably shouldn't have worn a green t-shirt for today's episode. I am really there. I've actually died. And this is a ghost. So, I'm going to preface this video with a little angry England World Cup rant. Probably not how you think this is going to go, because I watch a lot of football YouTubers and, you know, professionals and otherwise, and I enjoy football content. And I think people are wrong. I think everyone's wrong. Not everyone's wrong. Everyone's wrong. Okay. For those that don't care, I'll make this pretty brief. Okay, if you didn't watch the World Cup last night, England got knocked out by Argentina, spoiler alert, and I can't say that afterwards, that's pointless. So, people are going in on Thomas Tuchel for being a negative manager. Basically, the narrative is, this is the narrative, not actually what happened. England played all right, scored a goal, went 5 at the back, tried to hang on to that goal, didn't hang on to that goal, and lost 2-1. Okay, that is the broad strokes of what a lot of people seem to be making as an argument. Okay, firstly, England weren't very good when we scored, up until we scored the goal. The goal was the chance that we made in whatever it was, 55 minutes. We didn't go 5 at the back after we scored. We went 5 at the back 17 minutes after we scored, because immediately after we scored, the players, not the manager, the players in the same formation, the players did the gradual retreat. Obviously, people aren't giving credit to Argentina first. They're world champions. There's a reason, right? They're quite good at football. They weren't very good either in that first 50-odd minutes, and then they got, you know, they go a goal down. We've seen it in every round of Argentina. They went 2-0 down. They were Cape Verde. They were 8 in Egypt. It's like they only know how to play when they're like backs against the wall, and they go and they've got good players, right? So immediately after England scored, we dropped way too deep. This isn't Tuchel waving them back, okay? This is the players. The players seem to have escaped any sort of aggro from the fan base, because everybody's going after the manager for some reason. So, for 15 minutes after we scored, we were awful, couldn't keep the ball. Argentina obviously going very attacking. They're trying to get balls into the box, you know. So Tuchel, okay, like the game against Mexico, obviously different things because it's like a 10-men thing and stuff. But we showed hearts of a lion, defensive. We've shown that we can go 5 at the back, hold on defensively. So Tuchel decided that's the way he wanted to go, right? After watching 17 minutes after the goal of us having no possession and being backs against the wall, he decided to do it. Right now, I'm not absolving Tuchel of blame. I think you could do it very differently. He has made many mistakes with the tactical shape and everything. But the fact that the players aren't getting the blame for just like a mentality thing of, yeah, we're 1-0 up, it's a big game. Their asses dropped out, right? That's what happened. Like, everybody is to blame. But also, it's a World Cup semi-final against the world champions. They're quite good. I think we can get away from the fact that, you know, England are a very good football side. There's also about 7-8 other countries that are on a sort of similar or better level than us. So if you go for a knockout tournament, there's a good chance, even if these edges are only like 55-45, that you're going to get knocked out. Losing in the semi-final of the World Cup is, I have zero problem with that. If, let's say, we scored 15 minutes of being under the cosh, Tuchel's like, right, 5 at the back, get another centre-back on, bring Gordon off, and we'd put on a defensive masterclass like we did against Mexico, holding on against some of the great players of the world. What a genius. What a genius, right? Absolutely. He knew, he saw that we were falling apart, and he shored it up, and we defended masterfully, blah, blah, blah. So hindsight is very... is such a big thing. Yes, it sucks, and it sucks that England went out like a big flaccid penis, right? Of course that sucks. You'd rather go out guns blazing, right? And we did go out guns blazing. We had Dan Burn up top, so. And Tuchel has lots of problems, and he made mistakes. And I think if he looks back at that in a month's time and reassesses, now he's sort of, when the dust has settled, he'll admit to making lots of mistakes. But England were crap. they've not been very good this World Cup, right? Like, we haven't had Mexico was a very difficult game. But that was absolute heroics, that one. Like, Norway, as good as they are, we should beat them. The other games we should beat, like, we've not been great. So it's not like France, for instance, sorry, France, who just looked everybody's favourites. I was so sure that France were going to beat Spain. I was like, yeah, they are just beautiful to watch. Spain have been good defensively, but France it's just so good. We've not had that. Ever, maybe. We are fine, and we have some really good players. We are like a better, and I mean this in no disrespect to Norway, we are like a better Norway in that we have a couple of amazing players, and we have a bunch of really good players, and we, have some fine players. We if you compare it to like France's attack or Spain's midfield, or France's midfield. Portugal's midfield. Like, we're not comparable to them in just like numbers and depth of players. We've got a couple of really good players, world-class players. We've got a centre-back that currently doesn't have a job. And he's our main guy. We've got Pickford, who is a good, solid goalkeeper. But, I think people need to put it into perspective that we're not owed the World Cup. Every knockout game is difficult, and things can happen in a one-off game over 90 minutes, or 100 minutes, or 120 minutes. And yes, Tuchel made some mistakes. But let's not pretend that the players didn't fucking absolutely bottle it as well, right? And that's okay, because I'd bottle it if I was there. I'd shit myself. I'd Gary Lineker all over the place. Anyway, that's my England rant. Yes, well done England for getting that far. Tuchel, you made a couple of big mistakes there, I think, with the tactic. Also, players, I don't know how you get more confidence, but you've got to get more confidence that you can go 1-0 up and then just carry on playing, But we weren't that good this tournament, and we got knocked out against world champions. It's okay. It's okay. And now, as an Englishman, we get the added bonus of now all of the countries around us can now just make fun of us. So that's the fun. Every time I go on TikTok or YouTube, now I get made fun of, and that's part of football. But it's it's the joys of being an Englishman because of what our ancestors did hundreds of years ago. It's great. I love it. But greetings and salutations. But do you know what's worse than England? It is factually worse than England getting knocked out of the World Cup. Here I am, summer transfers. My first proper transfer window. Oh, yes. Remember, 5 foreign player limit. I'm doing deals. I found a couple of good Japanese players. I found a couple of good foreigners. I've spent big on a player. We got £6 million to spend. I'm wheeling and dealing. Things are going well. I'm topping up the squad. I'm like, we're going to win the league. And then things happened. 2 words. Release clauses. Now, it seems to be a regular Japanese thing, but there seems to be a lot of release clauses in this squad. I didn't go through and hand check everyone. The problem is, as soon as a player is wanted, not even bid, they will often, and then you try and give them a new contract, like, no, I'm not going to, while there's an interest being shown to me, I'm not going to sign a new contract. So it's already too late as soon as they're wanted. They might have been wanted for months before the end of the season. So we have sadly lost a couple of... Oh, it was going so well. It was going so well. We've sadly lost a couple of our best players, and I've had to scramble. And they're Japanese as well, and to upgrade a Japanese player, let me... It's been a roller coaster. We've done some business, but I'm just... Oh, it just hurts. It just hurts. Let's just make sure there's not any... When did we sell this guy? 20... So did we sell that? So this is one I sold, right? He's Japanese, doesn't have much technical ability to play the game, and I was getting £1.2 million, right? That's good. We like that. I think that's the only major one. We sold this oldie, got some off the wages, all good. Okay? Some freebies went. We sold this guy for 200, like an 18-year-old that was never going to develop enough. We got 275k. I'm not going to turn that up. We've got Yua, who's 32 years old. Just cleaning up the squad, which we needed to do. All good. Yota went to Al Nassr, another 32-year-old. Okay, this is all good. We're making good money. Fukada has gone, 29 years old. Just technicals, it's just not good enough at football, and we sold him for 1.5 million. Like, just doing absolute bits here. That foreign player that was from Angola that was on leave when we got there and then came back and then complained about first team football. Thankfully, he's gone for 170k, frees up a foreign spot. And then we lost this guy, Zento Uno, for his release clause of £1.2 million. He was sensational for us last season. He was back up to the other guy, and then also 26 years old, coming into his prime, really good all-rounder. But the other guy was injured, I can't remember his name, and he played sensationally well. I was so happy with this guy. I was like, him and the other guy and a couple of others were building the team round. Gutted, couldn't keep him. Gets worse. Panda, sensational end to the season since coming back from his injuries. Angolan, release clause, wouldn't sign a new contract. 2.4 million. I would have hoped to have got more for him, but I would have sold him if like there was like maybe for 4 or 5 million. But 2.4 million release clause to foreign clubs. He's gone to Benfica. That hurt as well, and that I was like, he was one of my foreign spots. So I was like planning, I only had 4 others, and then he went and I got another foreign spot. Recap, I sold this guy. I just, after having sort of seen him play, that sounds a bit... after having watched him, and also foreign player, I was like, if he wasn't foreign, I would have kept him for another game. But I'm like, foreign player spot, mate. If you're a foreign player and you don't keep up, you're out. You're out. And then the one that hurt more than all the others... Sogo Oishi has gone for £2.9 million, only a 700k profit. He was sensational for us last season in that channel midfielder role. 11 goals, 7 assists. He's gone to Dusseldorf for 2.9 million. 21 years old, absolutely gutted. We've lost 2 players that I would never have got rid of. And then I sold this guy. I think he's another youngster? Yeah, another youngster that's never going to make it. 235k. And Horrible's gone out on loan because we've got the new young striker in, and signed somebody else. However, so that's the bad news. There was quite a lot of bad news. I apologise. We've done some business. So first in the door is this guy that was on loan to us last season. He is a centre-back DM, so obviously he's going to play right-back. Solid player. I wouldn't have bought him personally for 1.4 million, but he's very good. We'll take it, but that wasn't me. But then I spooged. The left wing position has been tricky. Wide midfielder that can tackle a bit, but also has all the attacking things, has a good left foot, was a tricky proposition. Welcome to the club, Frederick. I like Frederick as a name. Frederick as a name is good. We're going to go with Frederick. He is a Norge, 17 under 21 caps. He's pretty beastly. Cost me a lot of money. Maxed out on wages. Whatever it was, £3 million. Potentially, I think, going to 4. A lot of money. He is one of our best players, but probably not like 34.5 grand in our current setup player. But we just had to do it. We were running out of time. I needed to sign other players. I think he's going to be sensational. Look, he can do all the defensive work as well as get forward. He is exactly what I wanted from that position. So I'm very excited about him. It's just that wages and that money hurt. Next up, we've got Kohai Nishi. He's one of the youngsters that we pre-signed. He's going to be our backup striker for this season. Very good youngster, 18 years old. Excited about his prospects for us. And then centre-back. This is another one of our foreign spots. It's Eli, and I almost called him Tampon. Can I get away with calling him Tamp? That's the problem with me. If I just see something, I'm sorry. 26-year-old Ivory Coast centre back, beastly in the air, really good passer as well. Can play right back if needed. I think it's well worth the spot. So the tampon, I'm sorry. As soon as it went in my head, that was it. It was over for you. And only 350k. Very happy about that. Masoto Maka is another 18-year-old. He's our young centre-back. Fourth choice prospect that we already signed. Very excited about him. So we're getting some good youth players. And I've made sure that their release clauses either don't exist or are really high. Now, striker. As you know, in the last episode, I said I sent out, I did a recruitment thingy for all of the regions of Africa, and I'm like, so let's see if we can find a gem. And we found one, and he's very good. His name is Ahmed Al-Amur. He is Egyptian, and he is quite fruity. 20 years old, 5 caps for Egypt already. A really solid all-rounder. His passing is the only thing that lets him, but his creativeness is the only thing that lets him down. And he's unsporting, but he's like decent in the air, which is nice. Likes to round the keeper, runs with the ball often, does not move into channels. It's kind of what we want, right? We want the focal point. We don't want him trying to be clever. Very happy to get him, and then we've got the young Japanese player as the backup. Where were we? Next up, I told you it's been a look at 10 million spent, 10 million sold. Konosuke Nishikawa is our new goalkeeper. Japanese, the best Japanese goalkeeper I could find. He's a slight downgrade. It's not a big downgrade. It's a very slight downgrade from recap. But I think to have the Japanese player and a very solid all-rounder as well, good ball-playing goalkeeper as well, and he can't play worse than the other guys. So him in for 800k, and then we've got Joy Yamamoto in as our defensive midfielder, stroke right back. Another one that doesn't play. Is this my 4th right back that I've signed that's not a right back? Him and the other guy that's also not a right back are going to battle it out for this position. Not the best player in the world, but it was starting to get, especially because I didn't want to use a foreign player spot, it started getting slim pickings. I love this. This is my ideal rules for a league. Not overly complex, not so rigid that it's impossible to maneuver around. Bosh, 5 foreigners in your squad. You can have more? 5 foreigners in your squad. That is perfect. It adds to the fun. It forces you to not just like hoover up talents for Africa and stuff because you can't. And then we got a loanee. This was after we lost our deep line playmaker. We brought in Christian Orozco, the Colombian, who's basically our backup playmaker. He doesn't know that yet, but he will be our backup playmaker for the season. He arrived at 1:45 p.m. He was injured in training at 1:56 p.m. the same day. So he literally got off a plane, and instead of, showing him round, maybe getting a hotel room for him and a nice little apartment, he went straight into training, which I feel, from England, by the way. He came from England. I'm not surprised he got injured. But he's out for a few weeks, which is a little bit annoying. So overall, it's an improvement, but after losing 2 of our best Japanese players, it's less of an improvement than I would have liked. It's just gutting. But we live, we learn, we go again. So, goalkeeper, we're playing first day of the season. We'll go through the team together. We're playing Raysol, away from home. Keeper, tiny downgrade, I'd say. Not a giant downgrade. And performance-wise, hopefully an upgrade, because the other guy was... And then in central defence, we have the Tampon, and we have Muns. And then we have the Egg Bus, who can battle out with these 2. And then we've got the Youngster. And we've got a couple that can fill in. So I'm really happy with that. I think that's a lovely bit of depth. Left back is the only position I didn't really upgrade. We've got two good young Japanese players, and I did look, but there was nothing obvious. We'll go with Renault, and then we'll have Yoshiniga as the backup. This is the this one's the maybe slightly wobbly one. We've got Shimazaki and Yamamoto, who are going to learn on the job because where are you? Ranocchia is going to play on the right-hand side, I think, is my plan going forward. He's going to play as a wide midfielder just because he's better at... He's just very good. He's just very good, and I want to see him further up, essentially. It's just personal preference. So, on the right of the two number 10s, or let's do our deep line play. Let's get rid of those. So, Kubo's the man. He also was being sniffed around, but I managed to get him up straight away with a new contract. He had a £3 million release clause and clubs were sniffing. I could only get him up to a £4 million release clause, so there's a very good chance he disappears at some point because he's only 22. We'll get him a new contract. I think this guy has a really bad release clause. Yeah, 2 million. So, new contract or he goes very quickly is essentially what's going to happen with him. I couldn't do anything about it. He was a little bitch and his agent was a slag. Right. Edamura is going to go on the left channel midfielder. Orocha is going to go on the right of midfield. Frederick, left midfield. Very excited about seeing him play. And then it's going to be a battle. We've got Hirioka. We've got... Is this guy the... Where's this guy? He's my Yuti, isn't he? No, I signed him for 1.7 million. I'm having a brain fart. Tagasawa. Right. Oh, yeah, he's the young punt. I had a bit of money left over, and I needed Japanese players because I'm worried about getting raided every time we do well by big teams. I think Hirioka definitely starts, though. I think he's a solid all-rounder. He needs a bit more first-team football, so we'll chuck him in there. So it's a better team. There's a few more question marks, obviously, with this amount of signs. We've got Kumakura, who's can play on this right-hand side, who's very good. If both right-backs fail and Renosha goes back, we can put him back. We've got this guy who's Mr. Two-Footed, solid all-rounder. He's like the perfect bench man. Rubbish superhero. And then we've got Kamakura, who's he's the 28-year-old. He's the 18-year-old. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And once he's back from injury, he'll be the DM. Before then, we'll just sort of fill in his position. If somebody gets injured, we'll worry about that later on. And we've got enough room for a goalkeeper on the bench. Boo! Yeah, so apologies if you are an England fan and you're still riled up and you hate Thomas Tuchel with all your love and like I said, not trying to absolve him of any blame. He made mistakes, but the players themselves just absolutely lost it. As soon as we scored and there was a shot, we were like, we might be in the World Cup final. We're 1-0 up. And you see that all the time in whatever league you've ever watched. Your team goes 1-0 up in an important game, and gradually the players get further and further back, and you can see the manager like screaming, like push up, and they're just not. So everybody gets equal blame, but also, well done. We got to a World Cup semi-final. Let's all be realistic here. We're not the best team in the world. We don't have the best players. So getting to World Cup semi-final is really good. Well done. Let's have a bit of perspective. We're not owed it because because it's coming home and all that bollocks, right? Okay, that's my TED talk. I like it, my friends. Can we have a little? Why am I? Predicted league table. Where are we? Why are we not highlighted? Why have I forgotten our team name? Where are we? What are we called? Okay, 12th. All right. It's fine. A hot prospect is Sakimotes. Renosha, they know. I'm not sure if he is our best player. Right. But the wings are going to be the wide midfielders, because they track is massive upgrades. Playing these two on the wings, they can actually defend a bit as well. So hopefully a little bit more secure, because we scored loads of goals last season, but we conceded a ton of goals. Also, if we were all saying France, and we all were just like the best team by far, and they were going to beat Spain, and they were going to beat Argentina or England in the final, I think we're all pretty much on agreement. If we had to put money on, that's what we would have gone for, right? And Spain just like controlled them like you would control a toddler in a fight, just holding them back, and just controlled it and be. Spain walk Argentina, right? Like watching the quality of the two semi-finals is. Oh, I thought it was pen. Watching the quality difference in the two semi-finals, I think is like, yeah, okay. And also, fun for fun, we've got everybody's favourite football game, the third place playoff against France. Great. I think we should play Jordan Henderson with his broken arm. I do think it's a pointless competition, and I think we should play everybody that's not played. I don't know if that normally, I can't remember if that normally happens, but it should just be for all the other players that didn't get a chance. Let them have a bit of fun, experience and stuff. I doubt we'll go 5 at the back. Calling it now. At no point, maybe the last 2 minutes if we're a goal up, which we won't be, we're not going to go 5 at the back. It's amazing that all the comments I've seen about SAC-II. Imagine taking over a team that's only got one World Cup, that hasn't won it for 60 years, and then immediately getting sacked on your first competition because you lost a semi-final versus the world champions. You know, the 4th best team in the world finishing 4th. I know, it's just crazy. It's crazy. And Nishikawa, what a save though, by the way. Anybody want to? I know we're going to take a little bit of time bedding in, guys. We've got a lot of new players. This transfer window took me a long time. The scary thing is, like, one of the best things about the World Cup is that you don't have that boring break of the summer where there's no football. Because now, like, I was just watching Liverpool pre-season. It's like we're straight in. We're going again. Not for the players, it's a fucking nightmare. But, like, you know. And the good thing is, like, this is a sort of silver lining of Liverpool not being great at the moment. How many players did we have that got to the semi-final? McAllister. Oh, the new guy for Spain, but he's not playing. And then more Argentine. Unless French players, Canate's not there anymore. Yeah, so we don't have that many players that went that deep in, which is bad, but also great. Okay, we're looking a little bit dishevelled. He's got it covered. He saved it as well. I just think, sorry, I know I'm ranting. I just think, like, just take a relaxed, just chill out a little bit more. If you look at our teams, like, we're not amazing. Harry Kane, world class. Go on. Harry Kane's amazing. Jude Bellingham's amazing. Declan Rice. Could say amazing, could say really good. And Saka, when he's fit, really good. Anthony Gordon. Solid. Rashford, solid. Go on, and more. Get in on his debut, 25 minutes. Madueke, I think, is arse. I've watched him for last night. I don't think he's good enough. But that shows, you know, who else? We got too many number 10s, and we got not enough other positions. The ref, what is this angle? Oh, there it is. Or Notcha, there it is. The more fires it in. Keeper goes down early, and it looks like it goes over the top of him. There we go. I'm saying player of the season this season. Oh, it's actually really hard. I thought that would be easy as soon as I said it. The man with the highest rating at the end of the season will be, can't be a DM because they're not allowed, they don't get good ratings. Fullbacks only get a good rating if they get assists or goals. They don't seem to count for anything. That's offside, isn't it? That's offside. I'm going to say it's got to be Renocha, in it. I was going to say Kubo or Renocha. Yeah, it was offside. We knew it was offside, mate. Chill out. Okay, we are giving away a lot of shots. Are they peppering us from range? Only 4. It's a whole new team. It's a whole new team. Let's not. If we can start off with a couple of wins, the board expect us to get mid-table this season. A lot of people learning the language and various other excuses. Winners on in yellow, Yoshiniga. They're going to like winner stays on it this season, those two. Kubo. If Kubo left, when the bids came in for Kubo as well, I for a while I thought I'd lost him because I thought the bid was I was genuinely gutted. I was genuinely gutted. Both my central midfielders and my number 10, all Japanese, all young, all really good. I was distraught, genuinely angry for a while. Go on. Edamura. Tap in. Yamamoto, the right back. I didn't have to check what position he was. Okay, that was terrible defending. You got that. Oh, he might have got there at the back post, I guess. Beautiful. 2-0. Not a classic by any means, but we will take it. Right, now we go back 5, lads. Oh, that's not. That's not. That's not. I'm sorry. That's okay. Oh, not going to argue with that. Good call, VR. Good call. The guy's still dead. Oh, come on. Okay. Not gonna fight that one. Right. Kamakura can come in. Renocha on that yellow card. Frederick's having a bit of a mare on his debut, but that's fine. He's not really fit, but he's the same fitness as the other guy going off. So we'll. This is. Get the names mixed up. Yeah, this is the youngster. Let's give him some time. Like the flip side of all the release clauses is that other teams have release clauses. So if I have 2 million to spend, I can hoover up a good Japanese youngster. The match stats aren't the demands. Okay, we can. All aboard! I would have bought on the youngster, but we're only a goal up. If we were 2 goals up, I would have risked it. But the egg bus, years of experience. We've got the tampon and the egg bus. What a partnership. What a partnership. It's like Rio and John Terry for England, that is. I'll let you work out which one's the tampon. It's John Terry. It's John Terry. Oh. Keep it. Okay. It's gone wide. That's it. Push them back. Gabriel. No. He saved it. Mate, that's going over, isn't it? What a save. What a save. Okay, we are. Guys. We're FMing a bit here, lads. Keeper, what? He's having a great debut. Another corner. Push up, lads. Push up. They've had 24 shots. That is a little bit on the high side. Yes, 12 long shots, but that's a little bit too many. Yeah, didn't play as well, but lots of debuts out of the way. We've still got players learning the language, joining the club, all that good stuff. So nothing to worry about. A win to start the season, take it, even if it was a little bit lucky. Right. So finally, England fans. It's okay to be angry. It's okay if you want to entirely blame the manager. But just remember, we are not and have never been the best team in the world. So going through a knockout competition, that's like complaining that who's a good example? That's like complaining Arsenal's more recent, but let's say, okay, I'll take my team, Liverpool. That's like complaining that although Liverpool are really good, why don't we win the Champions League every season? Because there's also lots of other really good teams. So in the knockout games, it's just going to happen. It's a sucky way to go out. It's the worst way to go out when you've basically just sort of felt like you've punched yourself in the face, or you want to go out firing, right? But at the end of the day, we got as far as we deserved to get, and that's okay. But also, it's everybody's fault, not just the German manager. Okay. I don't know if anything would have changed if it was an English manager. If that was Eddie Howe, would he have seemingly, what I'm seeing online, is that he's getting 100% of the blame for that performance. We're not. Yes, he deserves a big chunk, but I don't know how the players are escaping it. Would it have been different if he wasn't German? Is it just easier to blame? I'm not saying like an anti-German World War II thing. I mean, he's a foreign manager. Is it easier just to pile it on a foreign manager because then we can just ship them off and try and get another guy in? Anyway, it's okay, England. We did well. We had a good run. We played okay. We got as far as we should have. Don't worry about that last 30 minutes where we had 11% possession in 30 minutes of football. I didn't know that was possible. By the way, we made 2 passes. Was it 2 passes? And it's not all Tuchel's fault. I'm sure he wasn't going, yeah, this is what I want. Just full defensive mode, guys. Yeah, everybody back. I want 8 people in the box, nobody on the edge. No, they're all rubbish, right? It's okay for them all to be rubbish. Right, thank you for listening to me rant. It was almost like an anti-rant rant. I love England and watching them play. I wish we were allowed to fly the flag without it seeming like I'm a bit stop the boats if I put a flag out, which I can't put a flag out anyway because I live in Northern Ireland, so that's dodgy. That takes away some of the shine of being a football fan. But I love England. I'm never too bothered when they go out because I'm not invested. Maybe the Liverpool has rubbed off for me because if you don't know, Scousers don't really support England. Maybe that's rubbed off on me a little bit over the years. But it's just... I almost said it's just a game. Wow. Okay, I need to stop now. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. I almost sounded like all your wives and girlfriends. All the 7 of you that have got one. Right, thank you very much for watching. I don't know why you're taking strays. I need to... calm down. See you next time. Bye-bye.